Winter in the northern wilderness can be unforgiving. When the blizzard begins, the world outside disappears under snow and ice.
That night, the storm came faster than expected, and the wind shook the small wooden cabin where Daniel lived alone.
Inside, the fire burned quietly, but the sound of the wind outside felt stronger than usual.
Then suddenly, Daniel heard something strange, a faint scratching sound near the door.
At first, he thought it was the wind, but the sound came again, slow, steady, and desperate.
Standing in the storm was a husky, covered in ice, shaking from the cold, staring at him with tired eyes.
Standing in the storm was a husky, covered in ice, shaking from the cold, staring at him with tired eyes. Standing in the storm was a husky, covered in ice, shaking from the cold, staring at him with tired eyes. Daniel pulled the dog inside and wrapped it in a blanket near the fire, trying to warm it. The husky stepped into the storm, then stopped and looked back at Daniel, as if asking him to follow. But the dog didn't rest. It stood up, walked back to the door, and started scratching again.
Daniel grabbed his coat and lantern. And before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to Frozen City for more stories from the coldest places on Earth.
He followed the dog into the blizzard, through deep snow and frozen trees.
After several minutes, the husky stopped and began digging in the snow beside a broken sled.
Under the snow, Daniel found a man lying on the ground, barely alive, frozen by the storm.
The husky cried softly beside him. It hadn't come for shelter. It came for help.
Daniel lifted the man onto the sled and pulled him back through the storm, fighting the freezing wind.
Inside the cabin, he placed the man near the fire and covered him with blankets.
After a long moment, the stranger opened his eyes, and the husky barked happily beside him.
After a long moment, the stranger opened his eyes, and the husky barked happily beside him.
By morning, the storm had passed, leaving the forest silent and bright under the snow.
The man thanked Daniel, but they both knew the truth. Without the dog, he would not have survived the night. If you enjoy stories like this, subscribe to Frozen City and watch the next Frozen Wilderness story on the screen now.